Welcome back. This is Lesson 8, Inbox and Meetings Accelerator. You have 287 unread emails, 6 hours of meetings last week. You took notes, you meant to send follow-ups, but you didn't. The old way, you'd spend 2 hours reading emails, forget to send meeting notes, look disorganized. The new way, you're going to process 100 emails in 5 minutes and send the meeting follow-ups in 10. Here's what we're going to learn today. Email summarizer that turns 100 emails into a 5-minute read, meeting notes to action tracker with owners and dates, follow-up draft generator that sounds professional, and the 10-minute rule that builds your reputation. By the end, you'll take your messy meeting notes, create action items, and send follow-ups before anyone else does. Look at this inbox. 287 unread emails, 43 flagged, 12 marked important. Which ones need responses today? Which ones are just FYI? Which ones have deadlines buried inside? You don't know until you read all 287. So why does email overload happen? Well, reason number one, there's a CC culture. Everyone copies everyone. Half your emails don't need your attention, but you have to read them to find out. Reason number two, there's no prioritization system. Everything looks equal in your inbox. Urgent request from your boss sits next to a newsletter you subscribed to 3 years ago. And three, the fear of missing something. Delete the wrong email and miss a deadline. So you keep everything, read everything, and it takes hours. So what does AI fix? It solves 3 main email problems. It finds urgent emails instantly, it summarizes everything else, and then it drafts responses in your tone. You go from hours to minutes. Same inbox, different approach. So what is a bad prompt? When we enter and summarize my emails. What's wrong with this? There's no role, no objective, no instructions about how to prioritize, no context about what matters, no format for output. AI returns generic summary. It's useless. A good prompt includes the role, the objective, instructions, context, and format. Here's the complete prompt. Pause this screen so you can copy it. How do you use the email summarizer? Well, Microsoft Copilot, you would open Outlook, click Copilot icon, paste the prompt, and then Copilot accesses your inbox automatically. Same for Gemini. Open Gmail, click Gemini icon, paste the prompt, and Gemini accesses your inbox automatically. ChatGPT has no direct inbox access, so you can use it, but it definitely takes longer and it's not as seamless. So what we want to do is use Copilot or Gemini for automatic inbox access. Here's Gemini, and if you see on the top right, there's the little Gemini icon. You would click that, and then this window would open up asking you how you can be helped today. You would paste the prompt that we saw a couple of slides earlier into this box, and then you would press the arrow key. Copilot works similarly. You would click the Copilot icon within Outlook and paste the email summarizer prompt. As mentioned, ChatGPT is harder since it's not integrated with email. So now let's look at the output. There's urgent, and it summarizes who the urgent replies are requested from. Then it gives you the action items that are due this week, and then any information on FYI where no response was needed. So there were 73 emails summarized, 1 line each. 3 urgent items, 10 action items, everything else is FYI. Manual reading time would have taken you 90 minutes. The AI summary time, 90 seconds. Time saved, 89 minutes. This is why you learn this. Now we have a meeting notes problem. Let's fix them. Look at these notes from budget planning meeting. Dave wants new system. Sarah said maybe Q3, need approval. Mike will check with finance. Follow up next week? Who owns that? What are the actual tasks? When is next week? These notes are useless. Why do meeting notes fail? There's no structure. You write down what people say as they say it. It's a stream of consciousness, and there's no organization. It's missing key details. Who volunteered for the task? When is it due? What are the acceptance criteria? And third, it was never sent. You meant to clean up notes and send them. You got busy. Now it's 3 days later. Awkward. What good meeting notes look like? They have a meeting date and attendees, 2-sentence summary of decisions, an action items table that includes a task, owner, and due date, next steps, such as the next meeting date, and you want to make sure it's sent within 10 minutes of the meeting ending. The format makes you look like a leader. Here's the prompt for converting messy meeting notes into actionable summary that you can send within 10 minutes. Pause the screen so you can copy the prompt. That includes a role, objective, instructions, context, and format. So remember this, the meeting notes problem that we had before? Dave wants a new system. Sarah said maybe Q3, need approval, blah, blah, blah. Here's ChatGPT on the left. In the center is Gemini. And to the far right is Microsoft Copilot. So depending on which your company uses, you would paste that meeting note summarizer into one of these windows. And this is the output that you would get. Here's the meeting summary. The team discussed a CRM system purchase for Q3 implementation. Here were the attendees: Sarah Chen, Dave Martinez, Mike Johnson. And here are the action items with the owner and the due date. It also includes any items needing clarification, such as a Q3 launch date. Is it early or late Q3? This is perfect. It has very clear tasks, clear owners, clear dates, and only one clarification needing. So manual cleanup time would have been 20 minutes. AI cleanup time, 2. Time saved, 18 minutes. Now we get to the 10-minute rule. After every meeting, send a follow-up within 10 minutes. No exceptions. So why is it 10 minutes? One, you set the record. First person to send the notes controls the narrative and gets remembered. You look like a leader. Leaders send follow-ups fast. Followers wait for someone else to do it. Send notes the same day, you get an 80% completion rate. Send notes next week, it's a 30% completion rate. 10 minutes, every meeting, no exceptions. Now we're going to have a follow-up draft generator. So you summarized your emails, you took meeting notes, you have clear action items, and now we're going to write the follow-up email. Here's the prompt, including the role, objective, instructions, context, and format. Pause this screen so you can copy the prompt. Here's the output from the follow-up email. Here's the subject, action items, budget planning meeting. Hi, everyone. Thanks for the productive discussion this morning. Great to see alignment on moving forward. The meeting summary. Here are the action items. Please confirm if any corrections are needed. One clarification item: should we target early or late Q3 for launch? The next meeting is April 16th at 2 p.m. And you copy, paste this into email, send it, and it's done in 3 minutes. Here's what your meeting follow-up email workflow looks like. 2 p.m. the meeting ends. 2:02, you post your notes into AI. 2:04, you get the action items formatted. 2:06, you generate the follow-up email. 2:08, you review it and send. Total time, 8 minutes. You sent a professional follow-up before anyone else left their desk. Here's what you learned today. You learned the email summarizer, how to use the prompt framework for inbox prioritization, separate urgent action items, and FYI. You can run this every Monday morning and after vacation. You can turn 100 emails into a 5-minute read. Then you have the meeting notes action tracker. You can convert messy notes to clean action items. Every item needs an owner and a due date. 2-sentence meeting summary goes at the top, and you can flag items needing clarification. And then we have the follow-up draft generator. It's a professional subject line with meeting name and date. Include the summary and action items table. Send within 10 minutes of meeting ending. And the first person to send controls the narrative. Don't forget the 10-minute rule. After every meeting, send follow-up within 10 minutes. This builds your reputation faster than anything else. Now, your one job today is after your next meeting, use AI to create action items and send follow-up within 10 minutes. Do this once, and you'll do it every time. And in our next lesson, we're going to have a Ship 5 Wins in 7 Days challenge for Lesson 9. In that lesson, we're going to cover 5 shippable wins you'll complete in 1 week, a day-to-day plan with specific tasks, how to document and share results, and then anyone else left at their desk. So here's what you learned today. You learned the email summarizer, how to use the prompt framework for inbox prioritization, separate urgent action items and FYI. You can run this every Monday morning and after vacation. You can turn 100 emails into a 5-minute read. Then you have the meeting notes action tracker. You can convert messy notes to clean action items. Every item needs an owner and a due date. 2-sentence meeting summary goes at the top, and you can flag items needing clarification. And then we have the follow-up draft generator. It's a professional subject line with meeting name and date. Include the summary and action items table. Send within 10 minutes of meeting ending, and the first person to send controls the narrative. Don't forget the 10-minute rule. After every meeting, send follow-up within 10 minutes. This builds your reputation faster than anything else. Now, your one job today is after your next meeting, use AI to create action items and send follow-up within 10 minutes. Do this once, and you'll do it every time. And in our next lesson, we're going to have a Ship 5 Wins in 7 Days challenge for Lesson 9. In that lesson, we're going to cover 5 shippable wins you'll complete in 1 week, a day-to-day plan with specific tasks, how to document and share results, and then turn learning into visible workplace wins. Stop learning, start shipping, show your boss real AI results in 7 days. And share your first 10-minute follow-up in the free school community. See what others are accomplishing. Get feedback on your prompts. Visit thisisflowai.com and follow Flow AI on LinkedIn for more practical tips and lessons. You're building the reputation of being organized and fast. Keep going. See you in Lesson 9.